Hello, 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 good evening, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to IRC, and it's a special IRC presentation tonight as we got some cup for you, cup action for you tonight. I love a good cupping, but enough about my personal life. Let's get going, shall we? Of course, this is the third edition of the IRC Super Cup, and we're racing in Formula 2 cars tonight. Absolutely beautiful stuff, isn't it? So this is going to definitely test my knowledge tonight. I gotta say, I'm a bit dodgy on the old Formula 2 rules and regs, so yeah, this is going to be this might be a bit of an atrocious presentation here tonight, but we'll give it a go, shall we? As you can see, then we've got a bit of light rain on the go, and we're straight in it straight away then, and we're just waiting for the 5 sets of lights to come on. We're out and we are going. We got 5 sets of lights on. We're goodness me, we're already going. As you can see, then Penny is the man who's away in the island. Oh goodness me, there's already carnage in the back there, and oh gosh, and then the Formula 2 cars then are spun around. That's Harry in the back in the second R then, as a double in the carling there is doing a very good job. He's got car 1 here tonight, double as they come down into turn 2. Dave has also joined the session as well. He is just also enlightened us that he's never drove a Formula 2 car, and look at Woody going. Oh, he's in the dams is into the back of what I think it was a Russian. Oh no, and now Toons come back on this, but I think that is one of the Charus cars, I think. And oh dear me, as they're just trying to get past the car park section, and yeah, it's all gone slightly wrong as well. I haven't even my God, so I don't even know. Oh, there we go. So I we've got the graphic up as well. Sven's out of the race, so is Sam as well. Harry is in 10th position, Brownlow, but who leads? It's T Sammy leading there. Lovely stuff indeed there for T Sammy, as I thought he was in the Prima, but that is not a Prima there, is it? Unless they've changed their hang on, is it a Prima? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. This is a Prima, isn't it? And this Timmy we're on board with at the moment then. As yeah, sorry, Timmy is in the premium at the moment. We got T Sammy who's in the Charus car, I think it is actually. Yellow flag in at 2. Who's that in 2? Oh no, that's Woody there. Woody having a bit of a problem there. We've also got another cars there in the back as well. You can see there's someone going on the grass there. My goodness me, as we have had all kinds of shenanigans at the moment here. Harry is side by side, and oh gosh, they've come together. And who is that? That was Hog has come together. Harry has got no front nose cone at all there. He's taken the escape route there, coming down, and oh my goodness me, cut in front of Toon, and Toon there just about staying out the route there. We got yellow flag in 3 as well. Who is that? That's T Sammy, who's had a problem. I think he is just recovering in car 12, and he is away as well. My goodness me, it's Timmy leads then in the Prima. Brilliant drive there from Timmy. Fantastic stuff then, as of course we're on the wet tyres here. I don't think there's no intermediate tyres in Formula 2, so Timmy leads. Asdog is second, and third position is T Sammy. Fourth position is Double. Brilliant drive for Double. And look at Penny now going across the grass there, going across the scenery. And who is on the outside? That's Maxie on the outside. Yellow flag in 1 there is Brown also in the pits as well, so we've got pit action there. This is a treat for you guys, of course, in Formula 2 there, and they got a lot less pit crew there, isn't it? Because it's 1 man per wheel. And look at this, and as you can see, the stops is not as quick as what they are in Formula 1. So Timmy leads. Second position is Asdog. Third position is T Sammy at the moment, as I just quickly well, oh, I got my trap map out there, as I am just Charles, I'm just showing my graphic at the moment. So we're on board then with T Sammy. Then we got Maxi in 5th position on board now. Listen to the cars, of course, see on the beautiful in the beautiful Formula 2 cars, and these are in there. I love. Oh, look at the swap and the Maxis on there. These cars are much more difficult to drive than the Formula 1 cars, aren't they? Is that they can be all over the show, can't they? In terms of the downforce and things like that. We're on board Maxi at the moment there, as he is in 5th position. Look, he is chasing down Double in 4th position there. Double is driving the Carling car, as both Carlings are doing very well. Asdog, of course, his teammate Harry has passed Hog. Hog is doing a great drift there in the car park as well. Runs it back in my teen days as well. Oh, blimey, his Hog there is starting to get on the power there at the moment. Harry is through and up into a very good 8th position as well. We're on board. Yellow flag in sector 1. That's Woody. Woody is off the track there. Also trying to get the power down as well. It's of course these F2 cars are very difficult to drive, aren't they? Timmy is set as fast as for the race. Almost 2 minutes there, isn't it? T Sammy is now coming to the back of Asdog as well. We're on board with T Sammy then. T Sammy driving the Charus, the the Shea car. I think it's a Sauber Junior car, isn't it? But I'm sure that the commentator on F2 calls it the Shea car. I think if I completely got that team name wrong, I apologise. As the yellow flag in front of us, because I think it's Woody who's having troubles there, just keeping in a straight line mode. He is in the car park section. Asdog has dropped out of the third position. Maxi has got past Double and moved down in the fourth position. Double's done a great job with the F2 cars. Now I think he's found his corner, and as the Double is looking very at home in these in the V2 cars. Fantastic stuff indeed there from Double. Brilliant stuff, fan. So hats off to Double. Great stuff indeed. And we got Woody, who's been disqualified from the session there. Penny there is in the sixth position. Penny, another man who's doing a cracking job as well. And now we've got a good old battle here. This is we're on board with Brown then. And look in front of us is Hog then. Brown then we're on board with now then, as he is coming through. And of course he's driving the Campos car. And it's the same as, of course, his teammates with Maxi as well, isn't he? On board with him now then, as he's coming over the grid hatchings once again, and they're coming down into turn one now here in Australia. Then light rain, of course, Formula 2 doesn't usually race in Australia, does it? So it's great to see the F2 cars on the grid and on the track there, isn't it? And look at Hog there, just slightly pulling away then from the Campos. They come down into turn two now, and Hog there is he's gone wide. Hog has. That is just about what Brown needs. He is through and up into ninth position. Then Hog dropping down into 10th position. The point system, I think, for Formula 2 is exactly the same for Formula 1 in a feature race. In a sprint race, I think it's slightly different, isn't it? It's the top 8 cars, isn't it? They get the points then, rather than the top 10. I think the first car gets 15 points, isn't it, or something like that? And we'll find out after the end of this race. And Maxi is now on the back of Asdog as well. Maxi's got the fast of the race. He is through and up into third position. And as Asdog there is run wide, he's gone onto the grass there, and he is just away now then. But Double there is just back as well. But both Carlings are doing a cracking job, aren't they, in a fourth and fifth position there. Let's just take a quick look at the at what's going on then in terms of the position change there. Timmy's up 6 positions and 9 positions for us. So I got the storming start, didn't he? But there's all sorts of carnage going on in the background. Once it was Sven Sven, Woody and Sam all having issues there. Woody's been disqualified from the session there, so his first start to this season, this third cup edition. It's not been a very good start there for him. Harry's got a 2-second penalty at the moment. Then we're just watching the prima now of Timmy then, and he's looking a very good job. I got to say, a big shout out to Double and Penny. They're looking very good in these F2 cars, aren't they? I wonder if they might give a shout out to actually have a Formula 2 championship perhaps then. As we're just on board now then with Timmy. He's got a 3.7 second gap at the moment, hasn't he? So he's going to be under the caution in a minute there from T Sammy. And here is Timmy T Sammy. This is what I want to see, isn't it? And the light rain there is probably causing all kinds of havoc there. What a difficult way to start off this cup then. Remember the cup, we got 10 rounds here tonight then. We're going to Bahrain next before going to China, Azerbaijan, Spain, Monaco, Canada, France, Austria, and of course Silverstone as well. Britain as well then, as we're just coming out of the final turn then as well. Timmy is coming out to the final lap. We got yellow flagged in free because that's T Sammy. He's gone off in turn 15. He's damaged the car. T Sammy, he's come back on it with Aston there, almost in front of Aston then. So that is a shame there. The Shea Roos car then has been damaged then. So is he going to get, where's Double? We're on board Double now then. He can see Timmy just in front of us. We're on board with Double. But I think Timmy's got back up to racing speed now in the Sauber Junior team. Oh, look at that in the background there. I think that's Penny, who is now going to be feeling the pressure from Toon Fan as well. We're on board then with T7. Double there is starting to really put the squeeze, isn't he, on T7? And Double's doing a fantastic job in the Formula 2 cars, isn't he? Look at that, driving car number 1. Double is brilliant stuff, isn't it? I think that Double's found his forte, hasn't he? Both him and Penny, as I said before, doing a fantastic job here tonight. Absolutely stellar stuff indeed there. We're on board then with Double once again. Then they're driving the car, and then of course said. Of course, Formula 2 teams then slightly different to Formula 1, isn't it? Of course, they do have Formula 1 attachments in somewhere or another. Of course, the Shea Roos team is a junior, they're self-proclaimed, aren't they? The junior Sauber team, aren't they? It's good to see. I'm loving these Formula 2 cars, isn't it? It's really good. It's really good to see. They're testing the drivers, isn't it? And that's what we're loving to see. And Double keeping up with T Sammy at the moment, isn't he? So good stuff here from Double. Very nicely done indeed then in the Carling then. Of course, to both Carling team drivers are doing a fantastic job. Here comes the Prima. Here comes Timmy as he comes through turn 15 now then. Car number 9 then. Out of turn 15, the slowest corner on the track then. And he is about to cross the line first. And a fantastic drive from Timmy. Here he is. And he wins the first round of the Super Cup. Brilliant stuff there from Timmy. Fantastic drive indeed there. Second position is Maxi then. Maxi comes through in a second position. And 13 seconds back is Asdog's right on board with Asdog, and he's moved up 10 positions in this race. Fantastic stuff from Asdog. Toon is all over the back of Penny as well. So well done, Asdog. Third position then on the podium. Then we got Timmy and T-Sammy in fourth position, double fifth. Sixth position there is Penny as well. Seventh position is Toon. Eighth position will be Harry. Yellow flag in 2. What's going on in 2? It's Hog. Hog is in the wall. Hog is in the wall there. It's just between turn 10 and 11 there. And is that, of course, the John Lacey, remember, part there famously in 97 when he ran out of fuel, didn't he, in the Benetton after he was being called in for 4 or 5 laps, wasn't he? So I gotta say, Jean was not the most popular man in the garage in the Benetton team. I don't think he was. I think he was difficult to get on with apparently in the Sauber team, wasn't he? We're on board then with the Arden. Then, of course, you can see that they're linked with very heavily with a certain racing point, aren't they? Of course, in the Arden. Of course, Arden used to be run by Christian Horner, didn't he? Way back when. Here comes Brown and come through to finish in 9th position. Hogg will finish in 10th then. Good stuff. What a way to start then. This Super Cup Formula 2 edition then. And Timmy is the first man then. The first man to win then as we're on board there. You can see with the Mick Schumacher car there. It's great to see the Schumacher name back on the grid, isn't it? Brilliant stuff indeed then, as you just take a look then at the podium, and fantastic stuff indeed from Timmy then. Brilliant. What a start then to this cup then. This is getting very, very interesting indeed then, isn't it? As I quickly just share the stream then for the elite guys as well, as they want, if they might want to just take a dabble into what's going on in the Super Cup here tonight then. Let's take a look at the final classification, shall we? From the first round, well, from the first round of the Cup then, of course, we've got 8 more rounds to go in this 8 more rounds? I think it's 10, isn't it? Brilliant stuff indeed then. You can see then Timmy there, 1 there from 7 from the grid. Then you can see he's got 25 points. 20 points then for Maxi there. Not 18, it's 20 points there for Maxi. Asdog in 3rd position. 4th position T. Sammy, double 5th. 6th position is Penny with Toon in 7th. 8th position is Harry. 9th position is Brown then. And Hogg will get the final points, even though he did a DNF there. Sven, Sam and Woody all retired then from this Australian Grand Prix. And of course there's results as well then. Yeah, so 20 points then for Maxi, as he got 2 points for fastest up as well. That's why he got 20 points then. Anyway, we're going into the second. I think we haven't got a sprint race, so I think we're straight on into another feature race, which is the Bahrain Grand Prix in just a few moments time then. As that Toon has just said, was so close to catching Steve there, was gaining 3 seconds a lap then, but Toon there in the end finished in 7th position then. So there's the championship at the moment then. So Timmy of course got a 5-point advantage then over Maxi in 2nd position, with Asdog in 3rd. 4th position is T. Samuel with double 5th. 6th is Penny's, Toon 7th, Harry 8th, Brown 9th, and Hogg in 10th position. Looking very juicy indeed. And we've got a couple of late comers as is the session's in progress, is it? Yeah. I'm is the race on or what? I don't know, but I'm just in the lobby at the moment, and it's we'll hopefully be going on to the second race in just a few moments, and it's saying that the it's just saying that the race is on then. As I just got to also give a shout out, of course, to Matt, as Fizzy just put in the chat there. Yes, it's of course it's a great. It's great, of course, that Matt is actually doing a very special event tonight, and really good stuff indeed there from Matt. So I think he's having a snooker match against. Is Ronnie O'Sullivan? I figured it. I've got to say, my snooker knowledge is absolutely appalling. So, congrats. I hope Matt has a good day tonight. I really do. Yeah, it'd be excellent stuff. Of course, then I'll be amazed if Matt wins against Ronnie O'Sullivan, because I think it is Ronnie O'Sullivan, isn't it? He is the man. He is the man that I think he's the man who's dominated snooker, hasn't he? Really, I got to say, I'm absolutely appalling at snooker. I really am. I don't know. I don't really know. I think last time I watched the snooker match was where Jimmy White was at the pinnacle. Jimmy White and Stephen Hendry, I think it was. Yeah, that just shows my knowledge of. My knowledge of snooker is absolutely woeful, so less said about that the better. But of course, as I said there, I think it's a big night for Matt here tonight, and yeah, good luck to you from all of the IRC guys from Elite and Super. So hope you do well, and hopefully, hopefully you do well, and good luck, yeah. Anyway, as you can see, yeah. I'm not sure if we get any information about how Matt does. Then of course I will let you know on the stream. Then if we get it as and when. Then we're just waiting for the next track, and the next track is Bahrain. Of course, then the second race. Of course, Formula 2 does race in Bahrain. It races more during the day though, rather than during the night. Of course, Formula 1 is the main event during the night, but during the day it's Formula 2 action. It really Formula 2 action. Unfortunately, of course, Formula 1 has been in the headlines today. Unfortunately, because of this coronavirus. We won't be on an Australian Grand Prix, even though it was so confusing earlier on, wasn't it? Sky Sports was saying that Sky Sports was saying about it being on, then BBC was saying it was being off. Absolutely confusing, isn't it? I don't think the FIA has actually made an official statement anyway. I don't think they have. We've just kind of heard it from the news outlets, haven't we, really? Toonish just said, just waiting for T-Sammy. So T-Sammy there was just, had a bit of a glitch there, but we're back in, we're back ready to go then. And I had an awkward moment there where I thought I was just going to be commentating on a lobby screen there, which would have not been ideal at all, would it? That really would have been a bit awkward of me, wouldn't it? Anyway, so T-Sammy is back in, and we're ready to get back going then. This is going to be very good stuff indeed then. So yeah, look forward to this. I've got to say, the first race was absolutely amazing, wasn't it? It's very hard. Of course, these guys have got absolutely incredible skill level, haven't they? So to be and you see that got a couple of them had a really Kevin Magnussen-esque kind of start, didn't they? If anyone remembers Magnussen's start back in 2014, I think it was, when he first debuted for McLaren. He almost spun it there as well, didn't he? So yeah, well done to the guys that actually got off the line there. We had a couple of spinners that were straight on, didn't we? As we're now back in to the race number 2 then. And luckily for me, hopefully this session don't crash. And look at that beautiful sunshine here in Bahrain. As we said, of course, the F2 guys do race during the heat of the daylight of Bahrain. And of course, which is a shame for us, because we kind of miss a bit of a spectacle, don't we? Remember, the grids are random, isn't it? So the guy who was in, I think it's reversed, isn't it, from what I've seen. I gotta say, I should have read up on the rules, really, shouldn't I? Yep, there's me and my the standard stuff where I don't know what's going on in life, and to be sometimes, especially these days, is probably the best way, isn't it? All sorts of frightening news going on in the world at the moment, isn't it? Very scary stuff indeed. Anyway, then but at least our racing doesn't get cancelled, does it? And 5 sets of lights are on. We're gonna be racing in Bahrain now. Fizzy is on pole position. Let's go! And a good start there. Harry is alongside as well. We've also got Penny. Maxi is already up as Dave is dropping down the order. Then Fizzy is taken. His course had a contact right at the beginning. There's a car spinning in front of us. Who is that? That's double. There's all sorts of carnage going on. My goodness me, this is a messy start then here in Bahrain, and oh dear me, a double was, I think, if anyone remembers someone had a big old smash in Monza. I think it was Baumgartner, wasn't it? And a Jordan, a Pantano in 2004. Remember, in practice, Toon is up in the second position. Toon's had a fantastic start, isn't he? Third position is Harry, fourth position, Woody's retired for the session, and Brown fourth. Asdog is in fifth position then, and Asdog is all over the back of Brown's one, and very tough these cars are to control as they come down into the down into turn 8 now as well. We got Maxi who's dropping down the order, but he's having a swooping old lunge on Sam. Sam's still Sam there put too much, stepped on the low pedal a bit too hard there, and Haas spun it and damaged the car there, and he's down in 8th position. Double in 9th position. We've got Dave in 10th position as well. 11th is Fizzy, and who is that? That's Sam is facing the wrong way. He's just doing a spin now, and just in front of Penny as well. Penny then up in the 12th position there. We've also got Dave who's up and dueling with Fizzy Fizzy as up into 10th position now goes Dave and Good in the Trident. So Fizzy up into 11th position, 10th position for Dave Fed. We got a bit of Ferrari sponsorship on that as well. And oh gosh, Hog and Timmy there have come together now. And oh dear me, that was that seemed a bit brutal there, didn't it? And Harry has dropped down into front position. Brown on a swoop, and Harry is back on the inside. He is back in the second position. Brown is under all sorts of problems. Now look who's that off in the background. I think Timmy has gone off to a completely different time zone. Two Vanis at the fast on the race. He is leading this race at the moment. And now as we go side by side, going down into turn one. Who is going to get the advantage? It is. And oh my gosh, I think Asdog in the third position. He got he had a bit of a brutal nudge there on Brown, but Asdog in the third position there. He's having these cars as well. Car 2, Asdog is, and he's flying through. Maxi is past Timmy, the race leader. Sorry, the race winner in the first race, and it's on a bit of problems here at the moment. It's a double there who was, he was basically flew completely across the track there in turn one. It's all of a sudden back of 8th position. I thought I said Ross on the side of the car. I thought he was sponsored by Roscoe then. It's not Ross. He is in 8th position mode there, double is at the moment. Look, Timmy is all over the back then, and Max at the moment. Of course, Maxi did have some kind of pace there in that. Whoa, yellow flag it works. That's a car off in the background. That's Samus off the track. Sven there is also recovering as well. Samus dropped down to 14th position then. We've had one retirement so far, that's Woody. As we've also got Samus retired from the session then. Timmy has moved up into 6th position then, with 7th position is Max as well. Max is all over the back then. And remember, these cars do have DRS. The DRS will be available after the third lap. Damage on the car, damage on Maxi's cam pulse there. And you can see the understeer on these cars is going to be very, very prominent as well. Look at Alzo, he's all over the back of Harry. Harry in 2nd position mode doing a good job. Brown's got a 2-second penalty as well. All these penalties will add up because it's a short sprint race. These are 5 laps then. 5 lappers in the Super Cup. Remember, this is the 3rd edition of the Super Cup. Dave has dropped down to 11th position. Fizzy's up to 10th position. Both the Tridents are absolutely having a ding dong of a battle. There they are. And wow, good stuff indeed. Then Dave's dropped down to 11th position. We'll come back to that in a minute because Asdog was gaining, but at the moment, then what's he doing? We're on board with it at the moment. Is he gonna have a lunge? Not quite. Then it's Harry there just maintaining his on, and Brown in 4th position. 5th is Hog. 6th is Timmy having a look there, but Hog there not budging there, is he? Maxi in double 7th place. Then we've got T Sammy in 9th position. 10th position is the 2 Tridents then of Fizzy and Dave, and they were side by side coming down the back straight, weren't they? Then we got Sven in 11th position. I'll come out of the because Maxi is gone down into 8th position there, and he's having a bit of a weave there, isn't he? I'm not sure if he's unhappy about something or what, but Maxi dropping down into 8th position, I should say. T Sammy is in at 9th position then as it stands then. And Timmy there is now all over the back of Hog once again, and also Asdog's all over the back of Harry as well. Toon, who's doing a good job Oh, and Hog is gone. He's in the wall. And that's a big shame now for Hog. He was on a fantastic race, wasn't he, in the ART? Unfortunately, there it's not gone at all well, has it? Fizzy's up into 9th position now. Hog has dropped from 4th to 10th there. What a shame there for the ART then, as he is on his way then. Dave just going off there, and look at Penny there, also in the Arden there, who's gaining as well. Sven there, just 30 seconds down the road. Sven he has dropped all the way off the butt, and T Sammy is now getting on Maxi. Look at how much he's struggling in turn 12. We know in the rate pass races around here in IRC, turn 12 can be very perilous as well. It's going to be yellow flag. It's what's happening there? Just take a look. It's Sven there who's had a problem there. That's out of turn 8 of feet. 2 to setting up fast on the race. DRS is going to be available this time around. We're on board then. Sven is retired from the session then. And look at Asdol, he's pulled out the slipstream now. That's interesting, isn't it? As they come into turn 1 then. Lap 4 or 5. These are quick, fast-paced races. These are. So you remember then, you can't really settle into a groove and think about long term. There's no long-term planning here. And look at this DRS wide open. T Sammy up the inside. Passes Maxi. He is through. He is up in the 7th position. Also David Penny are balling away as well. Dave up in the 11th position. Penny in 12th position. We've also got Hog who's just in front as well. Hog and Dave used to be teammates in the Ferrari, didn't they, at the start of the season? Look at them, they're all over each other as they come up the hill and it's turn 4. Look at them, they're nose to tail. And now listen, he's up the inside. Hog, they're moving and they're breaking. My goodness me, Hog was desperate to not let Dave by there. And wow, that was, oh, gotta say that was, oh goodness me. Hog has gone into the back of Dave. and has completely damaged the car. But Dave is still on the straight and narrow. Oh, and Hog is having another go at Dave. My goodness me, that is getting personal. And Hog and Dave have gone into each other. Harry and Asdog have come to blows as well. My goodness me. And Asdog is trying to confirm 3-second penalty for Hog as it's got a bit too feisty in the battle between Dave and Hog then, hasn't it? Look at the background, Harry on a cracking drive into second position. Remember I think that this cup there will be penalties carried over, so I wonder if Hog might get the rule book kind of thrown at him there, because that might be a bit of a might be a slam dunk penalty there for Hog, unfortunately. Coming through then to win. I'm on the wrong lap. Tunis and Davis retired from the session. I'm on the wrong lap. So Tunis got one more lap then. I am I'm having front then. That's why I don't wave the checker flag, folks, because I am too eager. So look at this then. We're coming down into the first corner now. Then as you can see, Timmy in full position and doing a cracking job there to move through. Double once again. The points are doubles. Loving these F2 cars. I'm loving this as well. Brilliant stuff. So Sammy is now all over the back of Double. Look at that. That's 9/10 per second then on the soft compound tires. Brown is now losing touch. And look at Double there. He is on the inside part of the track there. He doesn't want the slipstream, does he? From T Sammy. T Sammy at the moment in 7th position, and we're on board T Sammy. It's interesting this these guys are driving these cars there. It's really interesting how it suits drivers more than others. It's really interesting about Hog there, who is just parked on the start finish straight there. As Toon leads, 2nd position is Harry, 3rd position is Asdog. Great drive from Asdog once again then. Timmy in 4th position there. I've got to say, Timmy's looking fantastic, isn't he, here tonight? Brilliant stuff indeed for Timmy in the pre-mat. But look who's in the background, it's Brown. Oh wow, now we got something brewing, haven't we? It's Double and T Sammy. We haven't seen this battle in the Super League before, have we? Well, if we have, it's been very brief and they've been on different strategies. Now it's all equal, isn't it? Who is the best at driving these Formula 2 cars? Is it Double or is it T Sammy? T Sammy has the advantage at the moment, but Double there has the track position, doesn't he? And he's only got 2 more corners to go there for Double. Good stuff indeed. Curve through the final turn then, and Toon is going to pick up a great win here for this Sauer team. And his Hog there is just there. Oh my goodness me! In a second, Harry's in 2nd position. Here comes it's kind of like a Crash Bandicoot finish there, isn't it? Oh dear! As Timmy in 4th position there, Brown in 5th position. Double comes through the finish, 6th, fantastic. No, T Sammy in 6th position. Double 7th. Fizzy is going to be in 8th position. 9th position is no, Fizzy in 7th position. No, good stuff there. And I think Double there had a couple of penalties there, unfortunately, which did cost him a couple positions there, which means Penny finishes 8th position there. Good stuff indeed then. And also that's a great tribute there on the side of the Arden car as well, of course, remembering Charlie Whiten that passed away on the eve of the Australian Grand Prix, didn't he? Which was absolutely shocking way to start last season, wasn't it, really? And I like that gesture indeed, very nice indeed. Of course, Toon will be liking this gesture as well. Good win there for Toon then, and he's opened his win account here in the IRC Super. Brilliant stuff as well. And Toon is asked more F2 more often, please. He is looking very good in these F2 cars, isn't he? I'm loving this, absolutely fantastic stuff. The F2 cars really turned the form book upon its head at the moment. Really good stuff indeed then. So after 2 rounds of the cup here tonight, let's take a look and see what is occurring then. And in the end of that event, then Toon won the race from Harry in 2nd position with Alstock 3rd. 4th position is Timmy. 5th position is Brown. T Sammy 6th. 57th with Pennygate. Double 9th. Maxi is in 10th position as well. Hog 11th. 12th position Dave, Sven, and Sam. No, I got to say that was a very interesting race, wasn't it? As well, of course, 2 points then goes to 2 points there for Timmy then, so he gets the fast up of the race as well. Timmy was looking a very strong car in that race, wasn't he? Really good stuff indeed then. As we're now just counting down for round 3, which of course is in China. Make the most of China as well. Unfortunately, that has definitely been postponed in the Formula 1 calendar, but so is Australia as well, isn't it? It's a very peculiar day in the world of sport all around, isn't it? Of course, the Man City and Real Madrid game has also been postponed as well. Kind of the events of today really ain't too far away, is it, from from racing at the moment, is it? Anyway, let's take a look at the let's just take a quick look at the standings then, shall we? We just go into the next round, and that is Timmy first with Toon in second, 8 points to separate them at the moment, with Asdog in third. Consistency is really paying off. Harry fourth position on 22 points, 21 points for Maxi. We got T Sammy in sixth position there, double seventh position on 12, along with Brown and Penny also on 12 as well. 6 points for Fizzy and 1 point for Hog at the moment then, and those are the guys then, including me, who haven't actually got any points yet then. We're going into China now in just a few moments then. Again, then another 5-lapper to come up your way. And I'm sure I just seen someone join the game. I hope it was someone that's joined. So we're now no, I think I'm just seeing things. Well, I'll just like quick look at the stream actually to see if there was anyone that was joining us. But no, it's not. We're back into the second round in just a few moments. And so then it's the third round in just a few moments. And I've got to say I'm a couple of seasons behind it now, because China was, I think, round 2 for a couple of years, wasn't it, before being moved back to round 3. China, remember, used to bookend the season, didn't they? I think China used to be I think it was the final round, wasn't it, in 2005, wasn't it? 2005 or 6, that was a peculiar race, wasn't it? I think Schumacher and Patrick Freetaker crashed into each other, didn't they, on the formation lap? Was it Patrick Freetaker? Possibly. It was one of the Minardi boys, wasn't it? Anyway, we're just getting into this race now as well then, so you can see then the wheels are turning as we're going to get racing in just a few moments time then. No formation lap for Emma here tonight, it's just straight on and straight into the action then. And like I say, I'm going to get very hot and sweaty in this as well. You've got 2 Tridents on the front row, so well done stuff, good stuff indeed then from Dave and Fizzy. We're go here already then, and my goodness me, I was there already, I was already yapping away then. Fizzy's on a great start, Dave's on an appalling start, he's dropped down the order there. Fizzy, Penny, then we have Maxi, Harry, T, Sammy, and then we're on board Sven, who's dropping down the order. Oh, that was a bit of a good old burst there, wasn't it? Yellow flag and one then as they come down into turn 3. Then they're looking at bump and then grind away double. I think it's how the speed he is. He's dropped down the order. Fizzy's on the perfect start. Then it's Maxi who's up in the second position as well. Timmy up in the fourth position. Yellow flag and one again then. As they're coming down the hill and look at that. Oh my gosh, and me! What is an appalling accident there? Harry is out of control. He's damaged the car. He's out of the car. He is out of the race. Sam is also we had debris all over the show there. And wow, that's an appalling look. Brown has got no front wing at all, and a double who is recovering after a problem as well. And a T Sammy there has only got a bit of damage there, but my goodness me, that was an awful accident. Oh gosh, and oh my goodness me, that was a violent accident. I'm not sure if someone had a bit of a soft brake pedal down into turn 6 there, but my goodness me, they definitely... Oh! And so we got some more bumping and grinding Asdog, and also we got Davis went there as well. We've got Hog in the Toon fan in the background. Remember that Hog and Dave had a battle royale last time, didn't they? Sam is up in the 9th position. Oh, is he? Oh no, Woody's off the track there. Oh my goodness me, Brown there has to just avoid it there as they come down there. Oh, look at this circuit. That's Maxi going on the inside of Penny going into the hairpin, and look at these cars, it's look at them all. Is there that's a Lancer for Tony's up the inside. David's gone up and under, and look, Maxi's through past Penny as well. We've got 3 cars going wheel to wheel going into turn 16, and look at this then, and David's through and up into 6th position. Then we're on board with Timmy, then look, so he's going to go, he's in the wheel tracks of Tim of a Toon then, and he's going to go on the outside. The yellow flag free. Brown is retired from the race then, coming down. Oh, Toon's gone wide then, he's understeered offside then, and now is Timmy's at the inside, passes Toon, he is through, he's up into 6th position. Fantastic stuff, Ben. Good stuff all around then, brilliant. Gotta say that was an action patch. Oh my goodness me, what is that? That's Asdog. Asdog is all over the back of Sven now like a bad suit, and he's gonna have a lunge on the inside. No, here comes Dave, has got a centre. Oh my goodness me. Wow, Dave came out of nowhere, didn't he? And he is, oh gosh, and Sven there has had a problem. Sven has had a problem then, as he's trying to come back onto the track then, and he's spun it, and he's just mowing the grass at the moment for the Chinese fans then. And who is that? I think that was a double. Having a good look at Hog Hill. Lovely. Look at that lovely shot here of the F2 cars, isn't it? As they battle around then the Chinese around the Chinese circuit. Good stuff indeed then for a buzz for... Oh, this is the battle I'm interested in at the moment then. It's a cracking old battle as well, isn't it? Asdog 4th position, Dave in 5th position, and with Timmy in 6th position as well. The gap at the front is down to 1.7 then. Fizzy is going to be under pressure now from Max as well. Maxi then is coming out in quite a rate of knots as well. So that is going to be the battle for the lead then coming up soon. Remember, Maxi cannot buy this time. It ain't about strategy here tonight. It's about your racecraft, isn't it? You have to win the race then. You have to go for the race win right here, right now. Of course, this is the cup. This is the good stuff about cup action, isn't it? Fast and furious. Timmy having a look, but Dave is not yielding 1 iota. Of course, oh, Dave's got 2-second penalty there for exceeding track limits. Of course, that corner can be very brutal, can't it? As they come through the final corner now, turn 16. Max is at the fast lap of the race. He is really on the... Oh, Fizzy is gained almost 6 tenths a second on the final lap. Fizzy looking like having a storming final sector there, isn't it? DRS has now been able at the end of this lap, and there's no DRS yet. Then it's a side. Oh, and I thought that Timmy's going to go on the inside. He's having a look on the inside. Oh, just going to run over that side. Dave is hanging on in there in the trident there. Good stuff in there. Look, see, Dave's car's on a bit of a battering on it so far. There's a bit of a scratch marks. Oh, and Timmy's got up and under. Timmy's got up and under. Dave is still through. Dave is still in 5th position. Timmy is still in 6th position at the moment. This is great racing, isn't it? They come on the outside. Is he going to have a look? No, not quite then. Oh, Dave is on the pole in run out of turn 6 then. And now then Timmy should have the inside then. Going into turn 7. He does have the inside. Oh, but Dave swooping through. And back up into 6th position. Good stuff indeed there from Dave. Great stuff indeed from Dave. I'm loving that. That's great stuff indeed. And now we've got Timmy, who's all over the back of Hog, and yellow flag in 2. Is that what's going on? Oh, Sven there is spin like I think the two oh dear me, as I think the two dams car have come to blows somewhere, haven't they? As that Hog there is actually extending the T. Sammy's not on the points at the moment, is he? And that might cause some kind of that might not help T. Sammy in his quest for his first cup at the moment. Remember, the man who actually is the cup holder. Woody is retired from the session. The man who is actually the cup holder at the moment. A lovely shot at the DRS, and look at that on the ball with the Prima. That's crack stuff indeed. And Sven is been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. That's what I was saying. And the man, oh, Penny's off the track then. Sven has been disqualified from the session then. Penny is off the track then. No, oh my goodness me, look how cute Dave's on the outside. He's throwing over the 4th position, then 5th position for Timmy. Penny dropped down to 6th position, but Penny is still in the fight there for Dave. So he's got a lot of problems because Timmy's all over the back of Dave as they come into turn 1. Dave is still in 4th position at the moment. Sam is up into 7th position. 2 just dropped down to 8th position. Remember, he won the Bahrain Cup race just a minute ago. Dave has gone wide then. My goodness me, they're getting very acquainted, aren't they? These two at the moment. Look, he's going up and under Dave. Is having none of that, is he? Not 1 iota. Lovely over the shoulder shot here with Timmy as well. They come down into turn 6 as well. And let's see, is he going to have a look on the inside? Dave defends. He sensed that move was coming. Wow, good race there. Oh, Timmy's got up and down, but he got a bit of a swapper on. He had to control the car. Look at Penny in the background as well. Penny is really looking. I think he might be enjoying tonight. Penny is. He's very much within the race, isn't he? T. Sammy is in the points and good stuff indeed. Dave has got the... Oh, he's just gone very tight there, hasn't he? Look at them all. There's a bit of a queue behind David. There's a 3-second gap between himself and Asdog, who is slightly further up the road at the moment there. This is incredible racing. It really is. 1.1 seconds the gap between Fizzy and Maxi as well. As they are very close together, aren't they? But still, Maxi is not in the DRS at the moment. Fizzy is looking good. But I don't want to curse it yet, do I? Back on the back straight. Dave is, of course, Fizzy's teammate. Dave is having a good old battle royale, isn't he? And again, Timmy there, he's going for the DRS. There it is, there, the rear wing, the drag reduction system opens. He will gain. Dave is on the inside. Timmy's on the outside. Timmy has the straight line advantage, but no, Dave has still got the inside line. And then Dave is still for a lovely shot here. Once again, then Dave defending. What a cracking battle this is. Maxi's got a fast on the race. He's now under a second as we come into the final stage. Then Toon and Sammy are also back batting away as well. Yellow flag in the background. Davis got a 2-second penalty there, which I'm not sure if that's delayed or not. And once again, it's that these guys are just hogging the stream here in China. This is brilliant action. And Maxi is keyed in on Fizzy. All that contact. Look at them again. We're banging the wheels off those cars, aren't they? My goodness me. Oh, this getting very shit. Oh, Sam and Tudor also battling away in 7th position. I'm sport for choice here. I don't know who to look at. Let's keep an eye on these battles here. I feel like this is a journey we need to complete between these two of Timmy and Dave. It's an absolute cracker of a battle, isn't it? And look at the background as well. Let's look as Toon's going to send it. He's licking the Sam. He has sent it. He's up the inside. Oh, and Sam was trying to go for the cutback, but Toon parked his car absolutely beautifully on the apex. Fantastic stuff. Fizzy has had an absolute barnstorming of a follow lap so far. He's 3.7 seconds in front of Maxi on the follow lap here in China. Up board, David, as you can see, there's nothing in front of him, but there's a red car behind him. There's Asdog in a third position there. Once again, Asdog is doing a great job, isn't he, in the car in there. Fantastic job from Asdog. Oh, Timmy's gone wide, and now he's going to let Dave off the hook there, and also Penny's gone wide as well. And I think that's might have. Yeah, Dave, look, he's almost long gone, isn't he? Someone who's not long gone is Sam. He wants his 7th position back, and doesn't he? Toon has gone wide. Is he going to go for that dirt? Well, we'll find out in a minute, because we've got to take a look at the leader. There he is, Fizzy in the try to come through to win the Chinese Grand Prix here in the Cup. Fantastic stuff, and Maxi is in 2nd position. Great driving from Fizzy. 3rd position is Asdog, and what is happening here? Oh, Toon has gone way off the track there. Dave will come through in 4th position. No, Timmy in 4th position. Dave has dropped down to 6th position there. Penny up in the 5th. Great driving. Dave is down to 6th, unfortunately, but what a battle between Dave and Timmy. Fantastic stuff. Sam in 7th position then. Toon is 8th position. Double is going to come through in 9th position, and T Sammy in 10th position then. Hog there in 11th then. Well, that was a cracking old race, wasn't it? Brilliant stuff indeed then. We're on board the race winner. We've had 3 different winners here in the Cup so far. What a Cup this has been. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And Fizzy there, who started a race there, but my goodness me, he's on it now, isn't he? On it like a car bonnet. And he's top of the results, and that's where he wants to be. Brilliant stuff from Fizzy in the Trident as well. And let's just take a quick look then at the results then from the Chinese Super Cup race, shall we? And there it is there, and Fizzy there, who got a great race today, did a great race win here in the race in Formula 2. Fizzy there, who won from pole position to checkered flag. Absolutely stellar stuff. Maxi 2nd, Asdog from 14th to 3rd. Asdog is absolutely loving this Cup format at the moment, isn't he? Timmy in 4th position there. Penny in 5th. 6th position is Dave. A battling drive to 6th for Dave then. And considering that Dave had a real appalling start, didn't he, off the line there, but fantastic drive there to get himself to 6th then. Sam in 7th position with Toon in 8th position, Double in 9th position, 10th position there for T Sammy. Hog there is just outside the points. Retirements, Woody, Brown, Harry and Sven then. Fortunately from that then. And of course the fast lap goes to Maxi then, who gets an extra 2 points then to his name, to his cause then for the Cup. Who's gonna win this Cup? That is the question, isn't it? Wow. And so I think I've got a sore throat coming, actually, blimey. Oh, that's not good, is it? If I'm opening just because of my screaming. Anyway, then, let's just take a look at the Cup standing, shall we? Timmy at the moment is leading on 51 points from Asdog, who is 2nd on 45. Asdog's consistency has been absolutely stellar stuff, hasn't it? Maxi in 3rd position, and that is the top 3 at the moment. Brilliant. 4th position is Toon Fan. 5th position is Fizzy. You have Harry in 6th position. 7th position for Penny. T Sammy is down in 8th position. The man who's dominating the Super League is only down in 8th in the Cup. The Cup really turns it on the head, doesn't it? A bit like football, doesn't it? 9th position is Double. 10th position is Brown. 11th position is Dave with 12th position Sam. 13th is Hog. Then Sven and Woody are failed to score yet, and nor is Ginger Rage as well. As we're going into Azerbaijan now. Of course, 20 turns on this track then. And this one, of course, if anyone remembers the first RF2 race around here, it was a cracker. It really was. I think it was won by Giovinazzi, wasn't it? I think it was. I think he was drawing the Prima that day as well, wasn't he? I think I remember that car quite well, because I think it was sponsored by my favourite my favourite fast food joint. I'm sure it's sponsored by KFC, wasn't it? I might be lying about that, actually, don't worry. Ignore me. Anyway, then, so we're coming into Azerbaijan, then. This is definitely going to be a race it's going to be a chaotic race. If you thought the first 3 races were absolutely incredible stuff, wait till you see this one. I hope I'm bigged it up to be a big fail, but I doubt it will be. It's always a cracking race around here in any IRC event, and I have no doubt that this is going to be exactly the same as well, then, as the cars just line up, then, of course, random grids, of course, this is. So, yeah, it's very much about who's got the race pace, but who has got the very good race craft as well. That's all the it's not just about the race pace, it's about the race craft as well, isn't it? We got now Arden's on pole position, and as we're waiting for 5 sets of lights are on, we're gonna be racing. No! And let's go, it's Penny on pole position with Harry alongside them. We'll go here, and we've already got a couple of positions already. Max is over for the 5th position already, and whoa, my goodness me then, and there was a bit of movement that going into one, then they all have behaved, and apart from that, there's been debris come off of Brown's car, I think it was then. Oh my gosh, I spoke too soon. Hogg is facing the wrong way, he's damaged the car. Sam is down in 14th position then. Penny leads, Harry is second, Fizzy in 3rd position. We've got both Tridents and balling away. We've got both Ardents, and Alsdog is retired from the session there. Alsdog is out of the race, and he's on the straight as well. Oh, I reckon he's got pushed into the wall, I think he has. What's happening here then? Oh my goodness me, and now Timmy is all over the back. It's a rerun from China, is it? This time we're in the streets of Baku. Timmy and Dave are once again battling away for 4th position as Sven is retired from this session then. Had a bit of a miserable start to the cup now, but that's the beauty about the coverage. Anything can happen, and it usually does. As they're coming down to the second section now. Penny leads, 2nd position is Harry, 3rd position is Fizzy, followed by Dave, Timmy, T-Sammy, Toon, Woody, Maxi, and Sam. Double all over the back. Sam is coming through the castle section for the first time. It's a very tight section as well, isn't it? Yellow flags are still fluttering in one then, but at the moment then they're all good. As Asdog is left for session, and I think Asdog got pushed into the wall then. Oh, and that's and who is that? That's Sam who's out of the race then, and Sam is out of the race, and then that is a shame there. And he's on his way. Harold leads. Penny's had a problem, and look at this Edison coming out of turn 15. It's right into turn 16. 15's up the inside. Not quite. Brown is retired from this session. We're on board there with Fizzy, and as you can see there, he's gaining as well. Then look at this, and Penny's going to have to go to the fence, and he's already under the caution. Dave is also river as well. This is getting very, very tasty indeed then. And look, Fizzy pulls from on the other side of the rear wing. Dave is through. Wow, what? Dave has got some kind of rocket boost in that turnout and that Trident. And I was going to say Tor also for some reason. Now Fizzy's up the inside. He's up in the 3rd position. He passes Penny, or does he? Penny is defended, but he's got and two giving a brush there to Penny just to squeeze him out of the way there, and Penny there has gone from 2nd to 5th position there. As we've also got some action in the background as well, as Max is in the pits there, got complete damage, and Hogg is also in trouble as well. We're on board with Hogg as he comes into the pits as well. Fizzy's leading now. Harry is leading, I should say. Dave is 2nd, Fizzy is 3rd position. There we got Timmy in 4th position then. This is going to get very interesting indeed then. It's Hogg and Max in the 2 men in the pits then. So we've lost Asdog, he's left the session unfortunately. Then we've got Sven, Sam and Brown out of the race as well. We're on board Timmy then. Look at that then. I thought it was going to the back of Fizzy there. You see once again the 2 Tridents are doing a cracking job though, don't they? I think the Tridents might need to sign these boys up in the actual F2 season. My goodness me, good stuff indeed then. Oh, Harry's gone! Harry is gone! Oh my gosh, they're going to take a base of action then. Harry has had a problem then, and now we've got a new leader. Dave leads the Baku here in Azerbaijan. He leads the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here in Baku is what I'm meant to say. I'm getting too excited around here. Incredible stuff, Ben, indeed. Then Dave leads, and Fizzy is down into 2nd position then. We're on board then with Penny, who was I think he was on pole position, wasn't he? He's down in 4th position at the moment. Just following Timmy, who's in 3rd position then. Fizzy is all over the back of his teammate as well, so coming through the complete lap too. Dave has gone a bit wide then. Remember last time it was Penny under the caution. Now this time it's Dave. Dave had a very good. Oh, he hasn't got we've got yellow flagged in the background as well. What's going on then? It's Maxi who's had a problem there. And look at this then. It's like coming through. We just see on one side Maxi trying to reverse, on the other side we've got Fizzy trying to go for the lead here in the Super Cup here in Baku. then. Look at this. He's gaining. Dave's got an amazingly quick car. Actually, down that down that start finish straight. Fantastic stuff then. And Dave, oh, he's got a bit wide. Dave has yellow flag in two again then. And I think it's Max again who's not moving in the castle section. Timmy in third position. They got Penny in fourth position. Fifth is Max is retired from the session. Harry is all over the back of T7 as well. Then we've got double. Two finalists are what's he doing? He's in the pits. That's what he's doing. So we're coming down into turn 3. Look at this. We got a 3-car battle for the lead then here in Baku. I think with Dave's quick, with Dave's straight line speed, I think that Fizz is going to have to surprise him somewhere, isn't he? And he's having a look then as we're coming through to complete the first sector now then. Dave is doing a great job, isn't he? Of course, remember then Dave who's hung up his racing boots, hasn't he, in terms of league action. But my goodness me, it's great to see him back in cup action, isn't it? In the as again Dave defending for all he's worth and from his team. It's a Trident 1-2 at the moment. We're on board then with the second Trident car. Fizzy is Dave's on the wall. Fizzy's going through. Fizzy is through then. He takes the lead then of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Now Dave is under all kinds of pressure from Timmy and from the amazing Penny as well, who's in fourth position. Great stuff indeed. Dave's going to have some kind of overstay. Timmy's gone into the back. Dave was just understeering into the wall there. He's got no. Now they're coming down. 260. Dave's in the wall. He's retired from the race then. And he was struggling, wasn't he? And we got a lot of Timmy's got damage down. Sammy's on the outside. And he's going to go for a swoop back. I think Penny's up in the third position then. Penny is up in the second position. I say Fizzy there go for a second race win in 2 races as well in China and here in Azerbaijan. Fantastic stuff there. Dave out of the race unfortunately, but he should get a point here. Whoa, and look at Harry, and of course Harry was leading the race. We're on board then with Harry, and look at this, it's incredible stuff. We're going to have 3 abreast going into turn 1. Look at them all. It's Harry who's done a Ricardo-esque move. Fantastic stuff. And he is up, and where's Timmy? Timmy hasn't pitted that. Well, he's going to have a lot of speed with no front wing there, but unfortunately he ain't going to be able to turn. And that is exactly right then. And he's Harry just about getting it through and coming down the second DRS straight now as well. Timmy hasn't got a DRS there because he was actually in front, wasn't he? So he's coming down into the second sector there as well. 4.5 seconds. Harry's at the wall. And Timmy's out of the race then. So Timmy there, I thought Harry hit the car a lot harder than Timmy, but I think Timmy's car's a little more fragile by the looks of it. So Harry is still in first position. Timmy is still in fourth then. Look at this, and Harry is going with no front wing then at all. That is it. And look at this, and he's under a lot of pressure now from the man who's dominating Super so far, hasn't he? In this cup though, he's had a bit of a struggle so far. Yellow flag at 2. Penny's in the wall. We've had a Constantino effect. Penny's in the wall, and now Fizzy is he still in second position. Penny there just ricochet for a look who's in the background. Woody who hasn't scored a point yet, and he was guaranteed a point now. And look, doubles up in the 6th position as well. Hogmore also gets a point as well. Penny there is still in second position, but he's got half a front wing left. Well, it's more than a front wing. That's a half more than what Harry's got. And look at this, that is a T7 there is also. And Harry has had a low door. He's into Penny. Harry has had a good old rod lunge. If anyone, I think if everyone remembers, the day we already raced that in ironically a BWT car. That time I think it was a racing point. It was a similar thing that Harry Racing did to Harry there, didn't it? I think in the league race. But unfortunately Harry, and Penny there is a ricochet off the walls there. Fizzy set the fast off the race. T-Sam was up in the second position there. Good stuff indeed. But oh my goodness, he ain't going before so because Woody is up in the second position. There he is, he's through. And he is up into a magnificent second position. He is going for T-Sam. I think the straight and blue would also be long enough to come down there. Penny! Oh my goodness me! And Penny has misjudged his breaking point, or maybe he didn't. I don't know, but he's in third position there. And he's got a 3-second penalty there for his misdemeanors there on T7 then. So Woody is up in the second position there. Hogg is retired from the session there. Double is also getting there as well in the 6th position there. Good stuff as well. Harry is still in 5th position at the moment then, and he is so at the moment Penny is out of the race then. And he had a very strong drive. There is his car in the background now. T7 is back in the third position as well. Fizzy, believe it or not, has got a 15-second lead on a 5-lap race. My goodness me, that man is quick, isn't he? Good stuff indeed there from Fizzy there. there really kept himself out of trouble, whilst everyone else seemed to have found trouble in this race. Toon there is in 6th position as well, then, so Toon just carrying on then. Wow, what an incredible race this has been then, of course. So I did expect this one to be the most chaotic one, and my goodness me, it was. 6 cars remain out of the 15 that started. Here comes Fizzy. He's the first one in the cup then to go 2 for 2. And I could say that almost confidently. Fizzy there is got a 16.4 second advantage then. He is coming out of the final turns one then. And I don't think I even mentioned it. Of course, I think in Formula 2 they still have the Ultra Softs, Hyper Softs and all that kinds, because I think that's the Ultra Softs they got on there, isn't it? I think anyway. Well, that does look a bit more purple to me, but I don't think any of you even care what I talk about that. All you care about is this man going 2 for 2. Here, Fizzy winning 2 races in a row. He has won the Super Cup Baku race here in Azerbaijan. Woody is going to get his first points of the Cup campaign as well, and he is also another man that's avoided the carnage, which has been absolutely spectacular carnage. Then double is a really gain on the back of Harry. Double, look at him, and he's going for it. It's going to be a Bottas and Stroll, is it? He's gaining, and Double's got it. I think Harry had a penalty in the end there, but Double is in 4th position. Harry is in 5th. Toon is going to come through to finish in 6th position then. I know, I've got to say well done to Fizzy there. 2 race wins then in 3 events, because he only joined in Bahrain, didn't he? Good stuff indeed from Fizzy then. And very much on his way. Remember, as I was trying to say actually back in China, the man, we've only ever had 1 cup winner, and that is of course not that bad. He is the undisputed king in cup events, of course. So he is not in this cup, is he, this time around? So we're guaranteed a new cup winner, whoever that'll be. And as you can see, just watching the Trident car there. Good stuff indeed. Then, as you can see, then. Really absolutely stellar stuff, isn't it? What a way to start this cup then, and my goodness me, we're just coming up to half distance then in this cup then. If you enjoyed that, there's a lot more to come then. That's only half the excitement we have just provided for you right here. Final classification then from the Formula 2 race, the Formula 2 sprint race here in the IRC Super Cup. Fizzy there winning 2 race wins in 2 races, good stuff as well. Woody getting a 2nd position there with T. Sammy in 3rd, Double in 4th. Harry is in 5th position there, a 6th position Toon. Retirements, but they still get points. Penny, Hogg, Timmy and Dave, the other guys that retired but don't get points was Maxi, Brown, Sam, Sven and Asdog. And of course the 2 points actually goes to Toon there, as Toon had Toon seemed to show some real speed there towards the end of that race, didn't he? My goodness me, what could have been if Toon there was not caught up in all the action that happened on the opening couple of laps there. As I think we're down to 14 cars, unfortunately, with Asdog. As I had to bow out there, I think it might have been because of some shenanigans that was going on in the background, wasn't it? Let's take a look at the cup, the stands of the cup so far. Fizzy is gone to the top then for 2 race wins and 2 races, and Fizzy has grabbed the initiative, hasn't he, from Timmy, who is 2nd there. 3 points separates the guys at the top. Toon is in 3rd position there, so the top 3 men have won a race so far, isn't it? 4th position is Maxi on 41 points. 36 points is T. Sammy. Harry on 32. 28 for Penny. Great stuff indeed there from Penny. Double on 26 then. Woody is in on 18 then. Great drive from Woody in Azerbaijan to really get himself back up there. Brown on 12. 9 for Dave. Sam 6. 5 for Hogg. And Sven is the only man not to score. And same with that ginger age fella down the bottom as well then. We're on to Spain then for the technically the first European race of the Cup then here in Barcelona. And well, this is going to be a cracking race, isn't it? You need a good car setup around here. Let's see who has got a good car set up. Well, we'll find out in a second as well. Yep. So we're just waiting for it to get into this, and then we'll be going once again. Toon was saying that if I wasn't so unlucky, I'll be top of the tree. Oh yeah, yeah. I think that was it. Yeah, Baku definitely. I think you were definitely unlucky in Baku. My goodness me, I don't even know what was going on there. As have I been asked to jump in a car for the Oh, I think Harry's asked me to jump in the car. My goodness me, that's very dangerous, isn't it? So, yeah. So, in the last race, I will jump in the car and I'll have a go. If you want to laugh, why not? So, the question is, what car should I be? That's a very good question, isn't it? Oh, we'll think about that question a bit later on because we're going again here in Barcelona, Spain, and we're lights out, and away we go here in Spain. Fizzy on pole position there once again. Then Fizzy's getting the run of the green at the moment. He's on pole position. McCanny staying there because Maxi is slipstreaming him going down into turn one then, and Fizzy's got the lead then. Sammy's on to second place there. Oh my goodness me! Penny there is facing the wrong way. There's all kinds of carnage going on, and oh my gosh, Dave there is struggling to turn around, and Penny is also going the wrong way as well. Dave has left the session there, unfortunately, and it's all gone slightly awry at the moment. Oh, is that Sven there going? Oh, Sven has got no front wing then at the moment, as he's trying. Oh my gosh, that was Timmy just gone straight into the side of him, and that is not going to turn. Sven there is out of control, and oh, he's come back on the track, and oh gosh, oh my goodness, that is oh dear. And now we got kind of like I think is it like a joust kind of thing? I'm not sure, but yeah, as fortunately Sven there having all kinds of problems there. Brown dropping down the order, and Dave. I don't think Dave is there in the actual car there. Unfortunately, Hog is dropping down the order, and he's having a good. Oh my gosh! And Timmy is just bumped off to the back of Willie there, and oh my gosh, he's in a sandwich there. Oh my gosh, he's in the meat in the sandwich, and Timmy there is really. I gotta say, I think he's been bullied out there at the moment, isn't he? Oh gosh, definitely. I gotta say that was definitely a bit brutal, wasn't it? And somehow Timmy's car is still. What is he in one piece? Well, there's only a bit of end play off actually. So yeah, fair play to Timmy then. As he is, gotta say, they make their cars quite strong over in the premium garage, don't they? Harry in fourth position, with Toon is in fifth. Toon saying he was a bit unlucky in this World Cup so far. Indeed, he has been, hasn't he? But of course, he won the incredible race in Bahrain, I think he won, didn't he? And Harry there is Toon is getting very interested on the rear diffuser there. We're on board then with Toon as well. And you can see then as Harry is in fourth position at the moment as they come into turn 4, I think it is actually. Oh, Harry going a bit wide, and but he's still got the initiative at the moment. Look at this! This is the battle for the lead, and it's a very tasty battle indeed. And Matt and Fizzy once again. I gotta say, Fizzy's very good in these cars, isn't he? He's doing a cracking job, isn't he? So far, Fizzy, he's really taming these F2 cars, hasn't he? Fantastic stuff indeed. We're on board there with Maxi. On board with T Sammy, who is second. Of course, the two elite drivers then looking very strong around this circuit, isn't it? So it looks like they've got their setups absolutely beautifully in tuned there, haven't they? But oh, Max there getting very squirrely there on the loud pedal, and I gotta say that was very that was getting very worrying there, wasn't it? But well done to Max there, keeping the car under his spow, isn't he? Brilliant, and brilliant stuff indeed then from Maxi. You can see Fizzy is not getting away though as well. Oh, yellow flag! We've also got Maxi off the track as well. We got a yellow flag in 2 and 3. I think it's Sam, isn't it? It is Sam who's spun it. We've so unfortunately that it's not gone at all. Wow, Maxi's gone, and also we've got a yellow flag in 3 again. I think it's Sam again. And look, it's Maxi's back up in the second position. Sammy's in third position. We've also got Harry battling with 2 as well. I think I spied another close battle, but I think I might have didn't see him things then. As Sam there just struggling to get out of the second sector there. We'll leave him to it for now. And we got 2 tenths for a second battle gap here between Harry and Toon. I feel that this is going to be a race long battle. When I say a race long battle, we've got another 3 laps of this, haven't we? As the sprint races keep coming and coming. Toon there is going to have a look, but not quite close enough. As they come out of turn number 5, I think it is. The earliest moment I remember IRC around this track was actually there was a guy called Fletcher, I think it was, in the Elite League. He had a bit. He was quick, but my goodness me, he had a very interesting way of overtaking people, didn't he? So that was the first thing I remember in this Williams side, just plowing into the side of someone. Anyway, as I was just watching the Toon and Harry there, once again battling away, as Fizzy is not getting away. As he look there on the front 3 cars, and look at that, and then we got 4 and 5 right close to each other as well. Yellow flag in 2. What is going on to that? It's I think it's. I'm not sure who it is then, but Sam then retired for the session then. Coming for the complete lap 3. Maxi wants a win, doesn't he, here in the Cup? Fizzy's already got 2. Maxi thinks that's enough. Can he now? He's got DRS then, so of course we're down a long back straight. Maxi's got the fast lap as well then. He's got the bit between his teeth then, but I think it's going to be too far back. There's a car of Brown in the background who's struggling. Double is got by Woody, because Woody's had a problem there in the final corner. So that's a shame. And look at Tooney's on the inside, but Harry has got a great job on the outside. Tooney's got to go on the outside now into turn 3. Well, let's go on board then. Harry has gained the initiative once again. He is still in full position. Great driving, brilliant driving between these guys. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Oh wow, amazing stuff then from Harry in a full position, and at 2 as well. I'm loving this battle. I thought he's gonna have a lunge there down the inside of 4. We got to rejoin the battle for the lead as well between Maxi and Fizzy. This has been a cracking old battle, hasn't it? I'm absolutely enjoying this race. It's been great, hasn't it? We had the car into Baku, now we're on the racecraft here in Spain. It's absolutely stellar stuff, isn't it? Going over turn 9 as well. Look, Fizzy is now under a lot of pressure now from Maxi, isn't he? Can he survive? We got one more lap, and look at Toon in the background as well. Basis one car. There's actually Toon behind him. My gosh, look at Fizzy. Oh, and look at this. They both get on the low pedal there. They're almost pointing in the wrong direction. That's how difficult these cars are to control in the F2 world. Oh, that's understeer there. And that might have let Fizzy off. I think it has might have let Fizzy off then. Because Maxi's best opportunity is definitely into turn. Oh, Toon's got a 2-second penalty there. It's definitely into turn 1 there, and the gap is a second. Then he is out of DRS range as well. Toon is through. Toon is through. He's past Harry, and now we're on board now with Harry. Look at this. Harry is already alongside him. So he already has the DRS set. Now then now the DRS should get him in front. It does get him in front. He's back through and back up in a full position. Great battling between these two guys. We're on the final up there to this sprint race. Absolutely fantastic stuff here in the Super Cup then. Of course, we're half distance here in the Super Cup now, and at the moment I gotta say Fizzy's doing a cracking job, isn't he? He's going for 3 wins in 4 races. My gosh, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? You can see 3 times per second then. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, that's Sven there, who is really struggling, isn't he, with these cars at the moment. He's not having a good time with us, Sven is at the moment, unfortunately, in the as Sven there is. Oh, sorry, he's in the dams, isn't he? I can't remember what the car. Oh my goodness me! Maxi is all over the back of Fizzy as we come into the fall turn. Look at the background, it's Toon as well. Wow, we got a battle. Fizzy's got 1. Is Maxi gonna go on the inside? Oh, he's through. Is he? Oh, contact! Maxi has taken the lead. Harry is still in front of 2 as well. Maxi has taken the lead on the final lap with couple quarters to go. I was wrong, and Maxi there, brilliant. He's passed Fizzy on the final lap with just a couple more quarters to go. Maxi wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Wow, what a drive. Brilliant stuff. Fizzy, though, once again on the podium. He's doing a cracking job, though, isn't he? That is all about consistency here in the Cup. Really is. Hog out a great driver in that 6th position there. Best result so far. Double coming through in 8th position then in the Carling. 9th position is Woody. 10th position is Penny. And Dave 11th and Brown in 12th position then. Oh, wow. That was a cracking end to the race. I really enjoyed that. Brilliant stuff indeed then. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, that was interesting, wasn't it, to say the least then. Sorry about that, I was just on a quick pause as sure as I was just making sure that nothing anything more awful than what's going on in the world there. No, I wasn't. I was just making sure I was wetting my whistle then, because I do want to drive through for the remaining couple of races then, because this is going to be good stuff indeed, isn't it? Max is getting his first win in the Cup, and that is exactly good stuff indeed then. As Toon saying then that Toon is saying then that yeah, what was he saying? I've just minimised the stream there, blind me. I gotta say, I work in IT and I don't know how to use my phone, do I? Absolutely It's a shambles here. It's a shambles here. Yeah, Toon was saying that it was so frustrating not to get past Harry, but I gotta say that was an absolutely incredible drive. Absolutely incredible battle. Really enjoyed that. That was really good stuff indeed. Then look at Maxi there. The 427 allocation of points there. That is really going to help him out with Fizzy in second position. He might be disappointed not getting second after that, wasn't he? Of course, Fizzy was on a winning streak, wasn't he? Had 2 wins there. T Sammy in third position. Then of course, Justin Cooper didn't have the pace, did he? Harry in fourth with Toon fifth. Hog in sixth position. Timmy seventh. Double in 8th position, Woody in 9th position, Penny in 10th. Retirements was Dave, Brown, Sven and Sam. As we're now going into the next race then, which is Monaco. And, well, I don't really need to introduce that race, do I? Because that is fantastic. It's going to be... I gotta say, if you thought Baku was a car wreck, can't wait to find out what Monaco's gonna bring. My goodness me, we had a good pure racing in that last race, but I think this race might be a bit more about survival of the fittest, really, or the survival of the luckiest, perhaps. As we're now going into the next race. But before we do so, let's just take a look at the cup standings, shall we? I gotta say, I'm enjoying this cup at the moment. And Fizzy and Max there is the closest cup in RC history at the moment. Fizzy and Max here battling out, then duking it out there for the cup honour. Timmy in third position, a disappointing Spanish Grand Prix. Toon and Satan, he's been unlucky, but he's still doing a good job in fourth. Fifth position is T Sammy, Harry in sixth. Seventh is Double, Penny eighth, Woody in ninth. 10th position is Hog, and that is the top 10 standings as it stands. And here in the Super Cup, then round 6, and here on the streets of Monaco, then as you can see, then we have the super soft, the soft, and the full wet. Those are the tires available for us. Of course, around this 19 turn circuit, 2.0 miles on the clock. We'll get ready now for this. This is going to be an action-packed race. There, it says a feature race there. Of course, this is 5 laps around Monaco. It might feel like a feature race by the end of this. This is going to be cracking stuff. But I'm sat up and I am ready to get rocking and rolling around here. This is going to be great. Really good stuff indeed. Then. So then, the question is then, who's going to be on pole position then? Of course, this is probably the most sought-after pole position in all of the cups then. And you can see a lovely shot of the pit lane here, isn't it?